we can live in a more efficient way, in a more autonomous way. We don't need the power of the grid. We don't need a government to provide us with these necessities. We can empower ourselves to do that. And we want to show the people these ideas. My name is Paul Baroudi, and I'm the project manager here. This is Moin Nudehi. He's the designer and lead builder of this beautiful building. The reason why we came up with the concept of building this cultural center is mainly the area, the Chouf, which is an area in Lebanon that's still very green, very pro-environment. And so we said that from here we could give an example of sustainable living. And this cultural center is a completely autonomous building. Means it catches its own water from rain and also from water wells around. It provides itself with its own electricity from solar panels. It's naturally heated and cooled, so you don't need any air condition or heating system. And it also produces some fruits and vegetables, which makes it one of its kind in Lebanon. So it's a cultural center that's autonomous. We wanted to design it also in a very traditional way. So we went around the Chouf mainly, and took Moin around the Chouf to see how we built our traditional houses here. And we took a lot of ideas, and we came up with the final design.
The concept itself is inspired by earthships, which are autonomous buildings. So we took that concept of how you build autonomous buildings, and we adapted it with the Lebanese traditional architecture. First of all, it's a pretty mild climate here, so it allowed us to also experiment a little bit. We're basically, the way we built the building and designed it, it won't need any requirements from external energy. The first thing we do when we want to design a building like this is to look at the land and see what we have available and also the orientation of the land, because we design the buildings so they get maximal of amount of sun hours during the day. So you want to try to face it south, so you have a full-on sun during the whole day. So we combine that with building thermal walls. In combination with insulation, you can actually trap the heat of the sun inside your building. And then what's new for them is actually the ventilation system, how we cool the building with underground pipes coming from behind the building. And the temperature gets cooled down during summer, and then it creates a natural convection inside the building, so you always have this cool breeze during the hot days. And then in winter it works the reverse. It actually heats up the air underground and brings it inside. This was pretty new for this area. No one knew about that, and they're all loving it. They're like standing at the tubes like, wow, it's like free AC, you know. You see, they love it. So first of all, we catch the water from the roof and the surrounding of the building. We store it in tanks that are buried under the ground, and we bring it inside and we filter it to drinking water. So this house is also producing drinking water. And then from there, when you use the water for washing, we recycle that water for watering the plants inside the greenhouse,
where we grow fruits and vegetables.
Exactly. So the food production is actually part of your sewage system. You're using the plants to treat your water. And after the plants use the water all collect in one point where we use it again for the third time to flush the toilet water. So we don't flush the toilet water with fresh water.
We flush it with recycled water.
Exactly. So we save a lot of water just because of that. And the fact that we're feeding our plants as well every time we're washing our hands. In this design, that water overflows to an outside planter here, which we're sitting right above. It travels from the building and then travels and feeds all these plants outside in the garden.
Lebanon is a country that's full of water, but we have no mechanism in order to catch it and distribute it efficiently to the people. And I think these kinds of buildings are starting to show the right way to actually do that. All these techniques are being used in order to show that we can live in a more efficient way, in a more autonomous way. We don't need the power of the grid. We don't need a government to provide us with these necessities. We can empower ourselves to do that. And we want to show the people these ideas.
We have these panels behind us that produce the electricity. And then inside the electricity room there, we have batteries that stores that electricity during the day and also provides electricity during night and cloudy days. And the benefit for using it in these designs are that these buildings don't require heaters or ACs, so the amount of electricity you need is minimum.
And the investment you're going to do to buy this solar,
it's affordable.
It becomes affordable because 70% of the energy produced by households usually goes to AC and heating. So once you remove that 70%, your investment in solar is only 30% of the investment you would have done for a normal house. What we wanted to do is to make everybody at the same level. Like, we didn't have Moin is the lead builder and he works with his hands more than anyone else, and so we wanted to show that ethics of work. So because of that ethics of work, everybody came together. Everybody was just helping everybody else.
There was no way we could have built this without any of them. All of them helped us to find solutions. Every time we had a challenge, they all would see, because they all have different backgrounds, they have different experience, so they have different solutions for the same problem, which is amazing. So you had the Syrians and you had the Lebanese traditional craftsmen, and we allowed them to help us because it's the first time we're building this design. Every time we needed help, they would put their input into it and we would actually apply it and let them apply it. And each time it turned out great. So, this work there was no way we could have done it without.
Yeah, and it empowered them as well, right? They felt good about, giving their input, and they gave much more than we expected. Like, they became the heroes of this build.
استفدت من المشروع انه هالمشروع شغل حلو مرتب، وانه اول شيء طلع حلو بالمنطقة كفرفقود بالشوف يعني.
المضمون اللي بقلبه، القصص الكونستراكشن اللي عم تصير بقلبه، الماتيريالز، كل شيء، حتى الايبيليتيز اللي هو بيتضمنها، ما في منها صراحة ابدا يعني بالميدل ايست كله.
اكثر شيء حبيناه بالمشروع المساواة، كنا كلنا ايد وحدة والكل عم بيشتغل والكل عم يعطي قد ما فيه ليكمل هالمشروع. فيك تقول مثل تحفة فنية.
احنا حبينا الشغل كثير والحمد لله، وعملنا رفقة مع معلم بول ومعلم معين، تعرفنا عليهم والحمد لله معاليم ما في منهم والله الحمد لله، الله يطول لنا بعمرهم.
كتير تجربة حلوة، يعني لقينا انه المعلم بول حتى انه كانوا يقولوا لنا ما تقولوا لي معلم، انا مثل خيكم هون.
We built this culture and center for the people of the Chouf, and more specifically for the people of Kfarfakoud and Bshetfin, to give an example for Lebanon on how we can live sustainably. The center will be a touristic destination, where people will come to take a guided tour of the building, have lunch on the terrace of the center, cooked by the locals and made with local organic produce. We will have a camping site with outdoor activities and kids area. We will have a farmer's market where visitors pick their own fruits and vegetables grown organically in our land. Local farmers and producers will have the chance to showcase their products and sell organic good old-fashioned Lebanese food to a wider audience. The center will hold events such as concerts from local and regional and international artists. Corporations, universities and others could book the center for special events or retreats. The idea is to render the center financially self-sustainable and reinvest the profits into expanding the project and creating more jobs and involving the youth. When this project is completed, it will be a model for sustainable social impact, which could be replicated in different villages around Lebanon.